While MAGA diehards keep chanting, "We don't care," every time someone points out the cost of Donald Trump's policies, international tourists are quietly delivering the one response that matters in Trump's America, which is they're not coming to the United States for vacation.
Mexico is reaping the benefits of a U.S. travel boycott. According to the Financial Times, Canadian travel to the U.S. dropped over 13%. And it's projected to drop even further.
Oh, that's right. Because no one's coming to fucking America anymore. You know, our current government isn't exactly the friendliest of people that don't speak the King's English.
Nobody wants to visit USA. Why? My name is Lick. In today's video, we are going to talk about why Canadian travel to USA dropped over 13% this year, 2025. Remember that? Credit goes to the owner of the video. Let's get into it.
The White House was recently bragging that border crossings are at an all-time low. Why is that? Oh, that's right. Because no one's coming to fucking America anymore. You know, our current government isn't exactly the friendliest of people that don't speak the King's English. It's not just illegal border crossings that are down. International tourism in the United States has fallen like a fucking rock. In March, overseas arrivals dropped by more than 11% compared to the year before. Western Europe saw a 17% decline. The Americas down 24%. Flights that used to be packed are now running real fucking light. The reason behind these declines is pretty fucking simple. The global perception of the United States has changed recently since the election. His threats, along with horror stories of travelers to the States, have led European nations, along with Canada, to issue travel advisories to the United States. These tourists no longer feel safe or welcome by our current government. This isn't just about the loss of tourism. Those tourists bring jobs, and those jobs are going to be lost, along with tips, and the businesses are going to struggle. Some of them are going to close. Cities like Orlando, New York, Las Vegas are already feeling the effects of the lack of travelers. If this trend continues, the U.S. could lose up to $180 billion in GDP by June of 2026. It's not just immigrants that aren't coming anymore. No one wants to come here.
Nobody feels safe to come to USA just for visit. Is it that true? Nowadays, people are curious about content like this. Nobody wants to visit USA. Is it that true or just for content, getting views? No, it's the truth, because Canadians decide to visit Mexico over USA. You know why? United States doesn't respect any country nowadays. Anyone who wants to visit USA, you might be deported at airport. They don't care where you're coming from. They only feel like, oh, we need only people from UK. Why? Canadian, they decide to move to Mexico because they feel safe, it's even cheap, and the government respect them when they reach there. You know what is going to happen to USA? State even starting to face those challenges. They are starting losing tourists in their city. Let's watch this next video.
They are not lying about Vegas being dead, y'all. I'm a waitress on the Strip, and last year around this time, I made like $300 to $500 a day in tips. And today, I just walked home with $124. Comment has 21,000 likes, and you guys still think that I'm lying about how nobody wants to visit Vegas anymore. I've lived here my whole life. I've been a lounge singer for years. I've been a waitress for years. I know what I'm talking about. I can tell the difference of the tourism from before and now. And I understand some people came out here and visited and they're like, oh, it looked like it was busy. Compared to how it used to be, it's not as busy as it used to be. And of course, if there's like a concert, Beyonce, Backstreet Boys, a sports event, a fight, then yeah, it's going to seem busy because everyone's going to that event. But I'm just talking about like regular tourists just wanting to come out here to just come out to Vegas and have fun. It's declined. So all you MAGA that are in my comments, giving me hate comments, calling me fat, saying I'm ugly, saying the filter's working overtime when I didn't even have a fucking filter on. It doesn't change the truth, which is that we are in a silent recession, whether you want to believe it or not. Nobody wants to spend $48 for a drink. I've got hundreds of Canadians in the comments saying that they don't want to come to the US. I'm sorry that the truth hurts. And unfortunately, it's hurting my pockets too.
Even MAGA trying to attack her through comment because they don't like to hear the truth. But what she's saying, she's on the field, she's in that industry, she knows how people used to be and now the situation. She's talking about international tourists, not people from one state to another state because they came for the concert, no. But when you compare to like before, since election, numbers starting drop because people, they came to country to spend their money. You disrespect them on the airport. Some of them, they don't feel safe when they are in USA. So that's why people now starting numbers dropping. But number doesn't lie. But when it's continue like this, you will see it will be even affect GDP, USA GDP next year.
While MAGA diehards keep chanting, "We don't care," every time someone points out the cost of Donald Trump's policies, international tourists are quietly delivering the one response that matters in Trump's America, which is they're not coming to the United States for vacations. We have new data now from the World Travel and Tourism Council. The U.S. is on track to lose over $12 billion in international travel spending this year. That's a decline of 7%. It's not because suddenly the sand on the beaches is no good. It's not because the theme parks got rid of everybody's favorite ride. It's because the rest of the world sees what the United States under Donald Trump has become: expensive, hostile, and unstable. And they're voting with their passports. Of the 184 countries surveyed, the U.S. is the only one with an absolute decline in international visitor spending. According to the WTC's CEO, quote, "The U.S. has firmly got a 'we're not open for business' sign right now."
Oh, no.
And that's correct. Germany has updated its travel advisory after several Germans were detained at the U.S. border. Canada, which used to be exempt from most of the short-term visa requirements, now has to register and submit fingerprints for any visit longer than 30 days. That's new under Donald Trump. You've got Canadian airlines canceling routes due to declining demand. Vehicle traffic at land crossings is down significantly from Canada. So these are not anecdotes. This is an economic warning siren. The largest travel economy in the world is bleeding visitors. And MAGA's response is always, so what? We don't want sissy Europeans and liberal Canadians coming here. Well, one of the things that you have to understand is that overseas visitors spend 7 to 8 times more than domestic tourists when they come to the United States. Canadian visitors spend 3 times more than Americans when Canadians vacation in the United States, and we're losing a bunch of them. So when conservatives and right-wingers brush this off as, oh, globalists are scared and liberals are whining, they are not understanding the math. This isn't about politics. It's about dollars. It's about cities losing tourism jobs. It's about entire regional economies built on foreign travel drying up. And you can't own the libs with a bankrupt hotel. That is what decline looks like, and it is completely self-inflicted because of Trump's policy of punish, restrict, and intimidate.
People are losing their jobs because international tourists, they spend more than local. It's normal. Even though what you don't know, the overseas tourists, they spend money and they left that money in the country. But domestically, money still goes around the country, but there is no profit for the country. It's profit for someone like who has a business in the country, but for the country, if they like, for example, if people from UK, they came into USA, they spend, they left that money in the country. This is how tourist industry can grow higher. But MAGA supporters, they attack even people who talk about that because they feel like we don't need foreigners in our country. I hope you liked the video of today. Give us comment, share. See you on another one.